This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by the Sussex County Association of Realtors.
You know, as we get older, our lifestyles change. The kids move out. Maybe you need a smaller home, or maybe one that's just on one level. More people are choosing communities designed for people 55 and above. And Lisa recently spoke with experts with the Sussex County Association of Realtors to learn more about the advantages to these niche communities.
Where you live now may not be where you want to live once you retire. A lot of people sell their family home, the one they raise their children in, and take up residence in a 55-plus community. Now, there are plenty of 55-plus communities right here on Delmarva. And here to talk about the advantages of these communities are Paul Fidenich and Bridget Taylor, both of Sussex County Association of Realtors. Thanks, guys, for joining us out here today. And Bridget, I'm going to start with you by telling us what is a 55-plus community.
Well, we happen to be standing in one right now, and what essentially defines a 55 and over community would be one in which where someone is age eligible to live in or purchase a home in a 55 plus community. And what that enables somebody to do is to be able to live affordably, because typically the homes are very affordable in a 55 and over community, coupled with the fact that they're mostly one level living homes, which is extremely ideal for someone in retirement age. Also, they get to pay a monthly fee, which would essentially cover all of their lawn maintenance, the outside maintenance of their home. They typically include a community center, exercise room, maybe golf course, tennis courts, things like that.
All right, now there are some restrictions to these communities, and one has to do with children. They don't necessarily want children to live with you in the community, but that doesn't mean your grandchildren can't come visit, right, Paul?
That's correct, Lisa. Some people like to get away from children and not have them around their streets and their yards playing all the time, but they do allow that you have your children or your grandchildren come visit you at any time and stay for periods of time. Now, those periods of time are limited based on the community that you're in, but they do allow them, and so they can come and visit. And then for some people, it's good to just say, send them on home.
Send them on home. Now, it's no secret Sussex County is a great place to retire. A lot of people are moving into Sussex County in their older years. Some even call it the new Florida. Bridget, what do you think is so appealing about Sussex County to this older generation?
Well, what I have found in speaking with folks is they don't want to be too far away from their children and grandchildren. And a lot of times their children and grandchildren may be living in the metropolitan areas, which for us here in Sussex County, we're 2.5 hours from the DC metropolitan area, which is great for them because they're able to go and visit their children, plus they can have their children and grandchildren come see them. The other thing that is extremely popular about Sussex County and Delaware in general is the fact that there's low property taxes and that there's no sales tax. So those two things combined make it a great place to move to and retire to.
And Paul, there are so many advantages to a 55-plus community. Tell us more.
Well, there are many advantages, and touching upon the low maintenance factor of being in a 55 and over community is a great thing. But there's also a security issue. A lot of people over 55 still do like to go down to Florida on occasion or go elsewhere in the country to visit family. But when they leave, they can feel secure that they can just close up their house and their neighbors are watching over it for them, and they're pretty secure. But I think one of the big factors is just like today, you know, what we consider to be a local summer. Now that summer has officially ended, kids are back to school. The crowds are gone, but yet we have this beautiful weather. The beach is still there. The water's warm. We have the ability to go out boating, fishing, playing golf, playing tennis. So everything is right there at our fingertips, and yet there's no crowds to keep us from enjoying that.
The other thing that I would add is a lot of times you might hear 55 and over communities being referred to as an active adult community. And what you'll find, especially if you were to drive around in this community, you're going to see active adults. They're going to be outside, they're going to be walking, they might be playing tennis. And I hear from them all the time that they have chosen to move into a community such as this because they make new friends from where they lived originally, where they raised their families, and they get to enjoy sort of this time in their life by meeting new folks, going on trips together, doing activities together, maybe playing bridge together. So there's lots of advantages to living in a community, a 55 and over community.
All right, Bridget, Paul, thank you so much. And whether the decision is for yourself or perhaps for an aging parent, this is definitely a lot of food for thought. And if you would like to learn more about 55-plus communities, or if you would like to find out more about the Sussex County Association of Realtors, go to our website, delmarvalife.com. Click on the Show tab on the left side of the page.
All right, well, Lisa's going to hurry back because a little bit later on, we're in the kitchen with Go Fish putting together a twist on the traditional taco. But next, a two-time congressman that you may better remember as a garage mechanic on the Dukes of Hazzard. Where and when you can meet Cooter in person. But first, we've teamed up with Sussex County Federal Credit Union to help you make better sense of your money. Here's Deb with this week's tip.
On behalf of Sussex County Federal Credit Union, I'm Debbie Jewell with this week's Dollars and Cents tip. Today's technology provides financial tools that let you bank from home according to your schedule. You can pay your bills while you're sleeping, or even deposit a check just by snapping a picture of it with your phone. You never have to see the inside of a branch if you don't want to. Each month, instead of sitting down in front of a pile of paper, writing out checks, stuffing them in an envelope, and spending your money on stamps, with online bill pay, you simply set up your recurring bills one time in the bill pay system. Schedule your recurring payments, and that's it. Mobile banking is one of those things that once you use it, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Access your financial accounts from your phone, anywhere, anytime, or receive alerts to warn you of a low balance before you make a major purchase. Remote deposit capture may be a term you're unfamiliar with, but ask anyone who uses it and they'll tell you how much they love it. When your friend decided to pay you back the $50 she owes you with a check, you don't have to take it to a branch. Simply endorse the check and snap a picture of it with your cell phone that automatically deposits your check into your account without you ever setting foot in a branch. Most financial institutions like Sussex County Federal Credit Union offer these services for little or no charge to its customers. Together, we can achieve more.